Happy Friday, dear empath, highly sensitive being out there. I cannot see your faces, but I appreciate you all for subscribing, for example, to my YouTube channel, supporting me and my work, what I do. Maybe you have been my client or you're considering becoming my client. I appreciate you. And remember that you're not alone with your issues as you're healing as a sensitive being after narcissistic abuse experiences, and you have to take your own well-being seriously. And I want to remind you that the whole purpose of your life is to be you, to be unapologetically, authentically, honestly you, no matter what other people think about you. God has created you to be you. And nobody else. And you are allowed to make mistakes, you are allowed to have flaws, you are allowed to be imperfect. It's not okay that somebody's demanding you to be perfect, such as your narcissistic ex, for example, demanding too much from you, or your narcissistic parent, for example. They are such toxic, evil beings that they really demand so much from you, and you cannot ever be that person that they want you to be. And you're not supposed to be. You are already perfect the way you are, the way you were created. And your job is to just cultivate the love and peace and healing in your life, and to be, moving on and thriving and, creating your life your way. This is why I created my services and freebies for you, so that you can get there a lot faster, so that you have genuine, honest support from a fellow empath, highly sensitive being. So that is why, I followed my calling from God, and I created my services and my freebies. So they are for you to immediately access. If you buy one of my online courses for manifesting and healing after narcissistic abuse experiences, I will be sending you the videos. So you can sign up on my website, and then I will be sending you after the payment, of course. First I will send you the bill, and then after payment I will send you the course. You cannot feel your way into your full healing and dream life after narcissistic abuse experiences. Also, action has to be made. You have to be taking action, such as planning your goals for your life. When you want to manifest and create and attract whatever you want and what belongs to you, you have to be clearing those blocks and that trauma that is standing in the way of all of that. So that is why you also have to be, taking action, not just, feeling and thinking. Also, of course, those are important as well, especially when you are an empath, highly sensitive being, but still. And in this process, when you're taking action and healing yourself, feeling what you need to feel, letting it out, releasing it, you're experiencing peace again, and healing in such a powerful way. And, taking action to take care of yourself and whatever it is that you need to do, what you want to do. So when you do that, your confidence grows, you're growing your self-esteem and everything. You start to trust yourself more. And so this is a big reason why I created my services, because I personally realized how important this was, that I needed to set my goals. I needed to listen to myself more, and to be taking those necessary actions. You're supposed to be acting from peace and love, and from your own authentic energy, not from other people's energies, not from those low vibrational energies that are not naturally yours. They only destroy your well-being. they cause you illnesses and such. And it's not from God. So that's not, you know, how you're supposed to be living. And, you know, you want to be building your mindset, your self-esteem, your confidence, knowing your self-worth, and, you know, learn how to love yourself. And my services help you with all of this, so that it's a lot easier for you to, you know, heal and move on after those horrific experiences. So the more you value yourself, you're not going to be touched anymore by those toxic people. Because you need to take charge of your own life. You have your own brain and your own body, and nobody has the right to be violating those in any way, no matter what they think their excuse is. But really, there is no excuse to be hurting you. So they would not want that for themselves either. So there really is no point, and it's so foolish that they try to hurt you. But demons are stupid in this way. So it's demonic energy. So when you really look at that from that angle, you understand why it happens. Because, you know, demons don't have any rationality within them. And, you know, toxic people don't. They're just taken over by these dark entities. But it's not your problem to deal with. And you have to learn and own the truth that you are the king or the queen of your own life as a human being. So your mindset should be always on your own side, that you wanna create and attract and manifest only the best, that you only expect and believe to have the best, because you know your own worth. You are the prize, not the narcissistic person. You know, they need healing. And of course you need healing, yes, if you are still wounded and hurt. But that's okay. And you're allowed to be, you know, feeling small. If you're feeling small, let yourself just, you know, feel small. You don't have to be pushing to be something else. So because the narcissistic person has been hurting you, maybe for your entire life, if this was your parent who did that to you, like what happened with me, with my own mother. So the wound can be so deep, and, you know, you might feel very weak and lost when you're feeling all your wounds or wound or whatever you want to call it, how many wounds you have, it doesn't matter. You can have just one big void within you like I had. Whatever you're feeling, you have to let it come through so that it can heal, because you simply cannot be moving on and healing and thriving if you don't do that work, like I've said. And so I'm here to help you. So definitely you are never alone if you found me in my work. This process, you will become your own boss. Of course, you can think about God as your ultimate boss. Yes, of course you can. God or Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit. Yes, if you follow God and you pray and, you know, you have called in Jesus Christ, God, Holy Spirit, you have surrendered. It is all good, what you should do, yes. But ultimately, as a human being, you are in this body, you have this mind, you have your higher self, your soul, your heart, everything there is to be you. So you have unique gifts, your unique presence to give to the world, to help others. And that is why I'm also here. And so therefore, I just mean that, you know, as this separate entity that you are the boss of your own life. But the biggest flex here is that you don't think about your narcissistic ex or partner or boss or whoever it is, that they have power over you, because they want to have power over you. They want to have that control over you. They don't want you to have anything of your own. They don't want you to be yourself. I've experienced it too many times in my life. It was so painful. I always felt like dying. And those symptoms and those days of pain, depression, anxiety, physical symptoms that were appearing in my body because my body was telling me that enough is enough, too much is too much. So your limit is full of abuse now, you don't deserve it. I was hearing this voice deep down, but sometimes I did not even listen to it or believe it naturally. So this is why I'm telling you this truth right now, that you would understand that you are allowed to walk away, you should walk away, you are allowed to be imperfect, you are allowed to feel what you feel, but in the process of healing and moving on and thriving and doing what is best for you and your loved ones, like you should, in that process, you will find and discover all of your power, your self-esteem, your self-worth, everything that you need. Okay? And you were supposed to have these as a child. And it's very unfortunate that you didn't. So then you are my soul sister or my soul brother watching this video. This happened to me as well. And, you know, this is just coming to me today that I needed to share with you that you need to be the boss of you. And if you haven't already, do check out my self-help book. Purchase it on Amazon. You can order the digital version or the normal version, and give me a nice review about it. I would really love to hear what you think about it, how it helps, how it helps you, how it helped you, if you have already read it. So I really created that book so that you would be able to move on in your life and to be taking your power back, to be empowered again after narcissistic abuse experiences as a sensitive empath, highly sensitive being who you are, authentically and honestly.